Hello? Okay, we're good. Okay, this all seems good. Surprising. Alright, let's get into this shit. I think we're nearing the end of the game. This could actually be the last one, depending on how big Arsenal Gear is. I'm not sure, though. Could be a big chunk of the game to go. I've actually been really excited for this. This game's really good. Yeah, we're about here. Can't get any fights because, obviously can't use weapons, can't grab people or else, you know. Can still do that.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
What the
The
fuck?
mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close.
What
to
the
TV.
fuck?
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh? Fine. Forget it.
Yeah?
Infiltrate the enemy fortress.
Fucking
Outer
Metal
heaven.
Gear.
Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Eyes on this. Camera up there. Run! Naked cartwheels, get out of here. It's not helping. Kind of a dire situation and you are not fucking helping. And colon, huh? Crazy how this is named like body parts for here. What now, man?
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Game's not that long, man. Come on. Yeah?
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room.
What the
How
fuck?
should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but
Sure, yeah. Rose, any thoughts?
Jack, I guess you need to save.
Yeah. A lot of things are happening. Exactly like Kendrick, yeah. I still haven't set the clock on this PS2, have I?
Rose, the Colonel is acting strange.
Oh? I haven't heard from him in a while.
What do you mean? Isn't he there?
No, I'm by myself.
You're telling me you've never met the guy either?
No. And they blindfolded me when they brought me here.
I've never seen his face.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Replace the kernel with
Don't worry.
ChatGPT, right? That kind of hits, doesn't it?
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
Sure thing, dude. Yeah? Not that on my radar?
I was a North American fall webworm in my past life.
Dude, same.
Those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
No, but like actually, who the fuck was that?
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home. President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall.
Hey, wait.
Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
That's not the right mission.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone.
Oh,
Like what I felt for you.
so that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end, too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose! What's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Oh shit. So,
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
Finally.
That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Good fucking lord.
Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Fucking sword?
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
Snake's fought a lot of guys with swords, you know.
Move the right analog stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut.
Oh my god, the blade. The blade
Push it
controlled by the right
forward to
stick.
Lunge and strike.
This is so this is why
You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down.
why fucking Metal
You
Gear
should
Rising
be able to
exists.
deflect a bullet or two.
Never have guessed. Even an HF blade. Monster Hunter 1 attack controls. Okay. Melee combo. Got other weapons too.
Teach yourself how to handle the blade. You're going to need it at some point. Use the right analog stick to control the blade. Move the stick up and down to swish up or down.
Curious. Can I get anything out of this thing?
Variety level 7. Shoot down the space invaders. Training will have to be postponed if we are invaded by UFOs.
Yeah, yeah. I get it. Gotta shoot the aliens.
Damn kid.
Enough for you?
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
What did he fucking mean by
Wait up,
this?
Snake.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all right?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Good boy. I'll show you. Get up. Oh yeah, first person aim. Oh god.
Get in there!
This is kind of nuts.
Right, take the item.
I need the item. Thank you. Snake's almost fucking dead. What the fuck? The fuck was I supposed to do? They weren't letting me out of there.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
I just have to kill better?
Follow me. Now, go! Now, go! Follow me. We're going in.
Okay, so you can't deflect forever, but you can get a few off.
Don't fall behind. Use this.
Hey, I have body armor. I can put that on to keep my own survivability up. That dude just uppercut me in the jaw. What the fuck? Hey, Snake, watch where you run. I'm swinging a sword here. Hey!
Take the item.
Are we done? Are we fucking done? I think we're fucking done, okay. Gotta put it away cool, too. Who's on the phone?
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
What the fuck?
Checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's behavior.
It was all
Oh shit.
illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your
Well, they
call.
stole my blood,
You
but...
can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Question all that you know. Oh boy, a big circle. Good things always happen in big circles in action games. Alright, so I can just punch out the guys with swords. Now, if there's more than one of them, I might want a sword of my own. Also, I don't know whether the red or the blue is like the sword being like on or whatever. I feel like it's got to be the blue though, right? Wait, what the fuck? Ah, there it is. Vision mailed. Kinda hard to fucking see here. So, also the options being emit and continent, among other things that are definitely not correct. That's my pocket. Okay. This is mostly a little annoying because it's kind of hard to tell who's Snake and who's, like, I'm supposed to be attacking. Snake kind of has this covered, I'm not gonna lie. Time to turn it off. Again, man? Come on. Didn't work the first time. You think it's gonna get me as now? Vision mailed. Fuck off. Shrinking the screen resolution, Superman 64. Just fucking cartwheel. Oh, that guy went. We good? All the game from this point on is just what Kujibu thinks would be a funny prank to play on the player. It is pretty funny. I could give him that. It's pretty funny. Oh. Yeah, I knew we hadn't dealt with someone.
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can.
Bro, could you chill on like the spoilers, even if it's for something that happens in like 30 seconds?
Damn. Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead.
That aside, I gotta...
Want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
Honestly, I bet the reason you don't fight Fortune is because he just legit could not come up with like a reasonable... Oh, he made Fortune...
Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that I think he just straight... I wouldn't be shocked if you just straight up could not come up with an explanation of how you defeat, like, the fucking invincible lady. So you just figured to not make it your problem. Which, like, fair. This is a little scary, though.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival, it was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
Oh, shit.
No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
This it? Metal Gear Ray. Oh yeah, didn't they say there were like 25 of these fucking things? Oh, that's a dino damage. Jesus fuck. serial numbers of the Razor being right. Ah, shit. Yeah, geez, you need enough time to get out of the way of that. I'm already out of rations, this could be tough. Okay, they do seem to give you some. Here's one. At least getting a lock is quick because it's stationary. Have I played FF10? No. I do know if that it's in the conversation for PS2 games about, oh, your shitty dad, though, so. So, like, will I even have enough ammo in this damn thing? Oh shit! Okay. That takes it out if you do that. Mostly. Okay, so that's one down. Looks like it opens up when you shoot it in the leg, so you get a lot more damage that way. In addition to the stun, of course. This is kind of ridiculous. Kicks ass, though. Oh, I don't want to think about more remakes. We don't need a Snake Eater remake. We don't need a fucking MGS2 remake. We don't need any of this shit. Like, Capcom's like... There's rumors Capcom's gonna remake Resident Evil 5. That shit was on the 360. What are we doing here, man? That's true, they can't, so they should just fucking leave it. Just get a... Like, I don't think there's anything the series really needs at this point other than, like, Metal Gear Solid 4 on modern consoles. Like, that's it. Oh, jeez. This is starting to go kind of bad. I don't know if there's any more rations to come either. God, the missiles from the knees are nasty. Alright, another one down. You at least got more Stinger ammo, because it would be unbeatable if you couldn't, but... Yeah, even before they get on stage, if you go for the leg and then the head, you get a lot more damage. Nope. Did a grip. Alright. Whew. Is there more? I mean, there are more, but is there more that I have to do? Because, gee, this is kind of fucking crazy. And it's... Oh shit, look who's here.
So you decided to show yourself.
Oh, but don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Huh?
I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
course he has to spin the fucking gun.
Live! You have to.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it?
AI, GW, it's out of control.
What?
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines! Damn the Patriots! You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
So they just like, yeah, I think she's unbeatable, bro. Very, very funny that this whole game I was like, so how are they gonna beat Fortune? I think the answer is they just don't. They just lose to her ass. That's really, really funny. Rectum. Rectum. I'm like 12.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Oh, we're doing this again? I'm not gonna make this. I think I'm not gonna make it on this one.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the
hi.
idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous.
Oh no.
I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Oh no.
Everything you've
Ocelot.
done has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence?
Going through all the motions.
His own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people.
You know what?
A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between
God
Snake
fucking damn
and
it.
Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound.
God fucking damn it.
We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too.
You were played?
You were
No,
told
we're the
that
ones who played.
eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
He's not part of this simulation.
I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
Wait.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
Dud.
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
Would have been nice.
Missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Okay, but what about the vampire?
Bastard.
What the fuck? I think we're just not supposed to think about that. Or perhaps we are.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
Oh shit.
How's this then? Damn.
Oh shit.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
That's all.
Everybody down!
No way, what?
What the? Impossible!
No fucking way.
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead. No!
What the Oh, is that?
No! No, not now!
No fucking way. I was about to... He is British. For one last time.
I've been waiting for this! It can't be.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Ew.
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him.
That's such an insane plot point.
Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one snake and one big boss.
God.
Time to say goodbye!
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Oh shit. He can break these cuffs.
Stop this thing! Hey, Snake! You coming?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was assuming he did manage. I guess maybe he did manage to grab onto its tail, but I don't know. That or he's just a really good swimmer. Like, really good. Really good. Oh shit, actually in Manhattan now, huh?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right.
Kate from New
George
York.
Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort.
You make a really good painting. some good
When
piece
the
of art.
torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history,
I have not played 3.
I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy.
I was going in order, starting with Metal Gear Solid.
But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Ah, they said it. He said the thing, guys.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call...
Kill the fucking skull.
human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the
He's like,
you're
fuck, it was something
incompetent.
Snake told me.
You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
God damn. I have a lot of thoughts about that whole conversation, but I think I've got stuff to do first.
My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty minor revelation compared to everything else we just got, but...
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Nice throw.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
Hey! What's up?
Brace yourself.
Time? Like you're just in time for the final showdown. Oh shit.
What's wrong with you?
Can't be near that. 12 swords? Yep, sure does. Ah, jeez.
What's wrong with you?
The snarms. The snake arms. Oh, Jesus Christ, what? Why can you do that, man? Bruh, wait. Hold up. He had to one-up Fat Man. Nice dodges, dude. I've noticed my sword is damaging like the stamina gauge and not his health bar.
Let's go.
In terms of a final boss melee fight, this is definitely way better than the one. Oh god, I don't have any rations. Never mind, fuck this.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh shit. Oops, that was the wrong button, guys. Like I just used a laugh there. Yeah, this game's music is incredible. Just blocking that doesn't really work. Oh, so that did damage to the body. Wonder what the difference is. Oh, maybe I do damage to his life bar when I hit him from behind? Interesting. Yeah, I don't have any other weapons. This is sword on sword. Well, that was just bad movement on my part. Okay, there is a ration here, it seems. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Couldn't block in time. Close one. Oops.
What's wrong with you?
Good question. The sweep? That's mean. Watch your legs, son. Oh, shit.
Good work, Jack. This is where it gets interesting.
Uh-oh. The snarbs are gone, guys. You know, honestly, you seem less impressive now.
Right. You have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Or
Your
what?
code name Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Yeah?
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack.
God fucking damn
Not
it.
just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Oh, shit. With punished. Shit. Have another ration now.
Ready to give up, Jack?
You know, I'm curious. Can I get anything from the only real people left in the game?
Raiden, you don't have a lot going for you with just your bare hands. You have your own blade. Use it.
Close. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was so close. Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
You can do. All right.
We can do it this time. Man, we even have to go through the snarms again. I will never block low. You can't make me. Ah, shit. I want to see if this is actually doing what I think it's doing. Yeah, exactly. So you can't just change your clothes to put out the fire. That's really funny. Hello again.
What's wrong with you?
Really? Didn't get out of range of that in time.
Let's go.
That attack mostly isn't... That missile attack is mostly not a problem unless you're at a weird angle or if the flames are out. That's a GameStop trade. Don't want to be making those. That sweep does so little damage. It's like it's there just to insult you. I feel like that kick does more damage. Ooh, you can just hit him, kind of stagger him when he's charging up the big slash, huh? Now that's some Doc Ock shit.
Take this.
I like that the camera pulls out, like, to a top-down view when the missiles come out. That's actually real, like, just useful. Like... Alright.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
Time to throw away the snarms.
Let's go.
Nice. Oof. That's a big stab. Yep. Wild. Alright. Didn't manage to punish that. Yeah, the camera shifting around like that is a bit of a problem, somewhat.
Let's go. Over here.
Oh yeah, there's like one ration place somewhere, isn't there? Alright. We got this, folks. We'll face it the right way. I'm so close.
Let's go. Over here.
Let's keep blocking it out. Wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's a lot of blood.
Really?
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
And that's my essay on why Metal Gear Solid 2 the trans narrative. Let's go, baby!
By the way, what is that?
Dog tag.
Dog tags.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
No fucking way.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Wait, where are you in handcuffs now?
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
I stare at the stars.
Man, what a fucking game, huh? We should excellent all the way down. Top to bottom.
Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or
This. So much to say about it, even.
with love? I walk by myself on the
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, how's it been? That's a good question. I'd have to check the, it'll stay on the save file, I'm sure. Or, there were a couple reloads in there that might add a bit, but it's like, you know, 10, 12 hours or so. It's not, it's like, it's a PS2 action game. Justification credit, you have to justify this game. So, like, alright, so, this might go places, but I'm thinking about, like, the conversation before the final fight, the explanation of the Patriots' goals, and on information and controlling it, because people will a lot of times point out to the thing about like useless information on the internet and needing to control it, this or that. What I think is kind of missed, like, now that I have the broader context of that conversation, I think people are kind of missing something in it that really stood out to me a lot. Because what the Patriots want is, well, as they say, to create context, to ensure that their chosen information, their chosen interpretations, their chosen history, their beliefs, their values, are what continue through society, and and you know what? And something does that in real life, especially in the context of the United States, which is obviously a key part of the game. You know what does that in real life? And if white supremacy does that. Like, that's what the actual goal of the Patriots is. Like, it's never stated as such, but they're called the fucking Patriots. Like, come the fuck on. Because that is America as a project. It is what it has been. It is what it was ultimately built to protect. And that is, at least the way I interpret it, that is really the unsaid behind what is said by the Patriots. You can dress it up as a noble goal, but it is ultimately that particular kind of oppression and that control of society that they want. And I think that's really interesting, because that's ultimately what the force of, or the driving force behind this attempt at control is. And it's sort of ironic then that in real life, when it comes to this the idea of like useless information that creates confusion and vagueness, and it's convenient half-truths, as they call them. That is, like, people liken that to AI, to like the modern usage of the term AI, of course, but the irony is that has become, rather than being the enemy of this group, that has become a tool of this, those who want control, those who want control in terms of supremacy, white supremacy, and that is what, like, it is. So it is not perhaps the future the Patriots here envisioned, but at the same time, it's a sort of it's a similar effect in terms of taking the idea of free information on the internet that may have been envisioned and ultimately turning it towards the same goals that they have perpetuated for the entire history of this country. And like, I think that is an angle that, now I'll admit I haven't looked into that much talk about this game specifically because I want to play it first, but I feel like that's probably not an angle that a lot of people are going to consider. And like, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's like an angle people don't want to consider, but I think it's very real. Oh, even if it wasn't considered, rather, by the people making the game, it is like, again, like, they're called the Patriots. It is the idea that as much as they're written as like a shadow government that controls the world in general, well, they are called the Patriots, which is like, I mean, patriotism just means your country, but it is like a very American term to use to go by patriotism. Like, hell, this game like came out not too long after 9/11, to the point where they had to like change like apparently the cutscene of crashing into Arsenal Gear crashing into Manhattan, because apparently in an early version of the cutscene destroyed some skyscrapers on the way down. They had to cut that because of 9/11 happening, and like they immediately went into the Patriot Act, a massive expansion of government surveillance and oversight. It's not there's credits for the skateboarding theme, holy shit. Yeah, it was probably literally the Twin Towers. I mean, they were a very iconic part of the New York skyline. You know, they're what you'd expect to see there. Game posters. Like, yeah, ultimately, I think that's what the Patriots are, and that's I think it's just an angle on that part of the story. And I think that ultimately what's interesting is that right, and like Ryan Mate doesn't. I think he never really finds an answer, at least here. I think that makes a lot of sense, and it's not the end for him. It's the beginning. It's why it's almost like kind of sad that this guy has sequels that he's in. Also, like, I'm gonna say this: I've played Metal Gear Rising. Some of the stuff in this game makes some of the stuff in Metal Gear Rising look extremely fucked up. Like, the whole thing of Ryan being like, hell yeah, I'm Jack the Ripper, time for Jack to let her rip. That's like extremely fucked up with the context of this game. Like, good lord, what were they doing?
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for.
And yeah, here's Snake just
we need to pass the torch,
spelling out the final thesis.
And let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that.
Yeah, like...
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead.
What the fuck?
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
That's an insane ending twist. Okay, yeah, you get my playtime right there for whoever was wondering. I'm sure I'm gonna get a ranking that tells me I'm a moron. If they even have those anymore. Elephant. Codename Elephant. Kind of awesome to end a Metal Gear game with Snake saying, "What the hell?" Right? Also, that's pretty cute. Ooh, like, oh, Konami doing like, I wonder what this was for. Like I doubt the website's still up. I mean, I can go to it right now and see. KonamiJPN.com. Like, this is 2_sub. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I got blocked for like my browser blocked it for being a page trying to trying to, you know, put on bullshit on your computer. So obviously the site is dead as hell. But I think it's very, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, insecure connection. But what I think is, but I think it's kind of neat just because like because I've been playing like old Beatmania games. This was exactly how those did like their online ranking systems. When you beat it like of course in expert mode in an arcade game, it gave you like a password that you put into a website. So I think it's really, really interesting to see that they did that for Metal Gear Solid 2 of all people. I also kind of want to look up what elephant ranked means. Apparently it's got to do with, like... Apparently it's got to do with using a ton of rations, which I think is really funny. I guess I'm a bit of a big eater. And it also depends on difficulty. Like, if you have the ration amount, you could also get, like... egg, pig, mammoth, or whale, which is pretty funny. Best rank is, of course, or Big Boss, but use too many red healing orbs, I think, are just once you pick up are green orbs. Oh, the items you use are vital stars in Devil May Cry. New item obtained. Little camera. You can use it in Tanker episode. And one I can use in Plant as well. Interesting. I'll save that. So the other thing I wanted to think of is that, I remember once reading about, like, in the development of Metal Gear Solid 2, so after finishing Metal Gear Solid, Ed Kojima began trying to think of plans for a fourth Metal Gear game, like, which he called in his head Metal Gear 4. But then the word came in from Konami and, like, the expectation of people around what they wanted, that the expectation that he would make Metal Gear Solid 2. Ooh, this looks a little different now. Not just another Metal Gear game, but a sequel to Metal Gear Solid. I think now that I've played through, I can see, like, why that got, like the wheel spinning in his head, basically, to make a sequel that is very much playing on Metal Gear Solid, the expectations from it, about, doing the cycles of, like, repeating it. It's very interesting, and very much, because, like, I mean, that makes sense, really. Like, to him, Metal Gear Solid, it was years after, too, but to him, it was probably just, the third Metal Gear game, even with that much of a difference. But because Metal Gear Solid was, such a big hit in a much bigger way all around the world, that kind of changed everything towards Metal Gear Solid 2, especially since much of the world didn't get the MSX versions of Metal Gear. And yeah, one of his ideas was to call it Metal Gear, at some point, was to call it Metal Gear Solid 3. With no 2 in there. With no 2 happening, like, that like, part of the game's mystery would be why it's 3. I feel like that's one of the ones his staff might have talked him down from. I hear he has a lot of those ideas, but, like... Anyway. Well, there's really only one thing left to do, isn't there? Drakengard almost did the same thing. One day, someone's gonna manage to get a company on board with that. One day, someone's gonna do it. I like how they have different routes. I was here. Well, someone made a Drakengard too. But I think it was a separate thing about, like, 3. That they would have called it 4 or something. Okay, I'm gonna be clear. Do not expect me to do well at this. I tried the demo before I played. Like, I'm not great at Tony Hawk in the first place, but this is like Tony Hawk if it was worse and harder to control because it's worse. So don't expect me to do all that many of these goals. I'm mostly doing this so you can hear the fucking. You were off to a great start. The fucking ska remix of the Metal Gear Solid theme. Yeah, see, I don't even know how to do verts right in this. Definitely not as tight feeling as Tony Hawk. Even though the controls are like... Do I have to not hold forward? Am I holding forward? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I guess I was holding forward. Eat shit. Being able to just slam into those drones and kill them is satisfying. Oh, let me see something. Like I call it a command list. What's special? Special is pretty simple inputs, really. Oop. I did not have the speed for that. Now we're talking. And they do still shoot at you. Oops. Oh, there's a gold grind distance. I can definitely do that. If I could actually get the grind off. That wasn't. There we go. Alright. Too close to the ground for that. Yeah, like, this isn't bad. Too bad, it's just like, you know, it was done better by, like, the thing it's trying to be, so it does end up feeling a little redundant. But, of course, this version is incredibly funny, so... Oops. Yeah. Oh yeah, these take 2 hits. Which is weird. Yeah, you go, man. That guitar solo. Yeah. Oops. That's not how you get around there. Wish I knew, man. Oh, this is just a dead end. That's kind of a silly design-wise. Oops. Was lost to Twitter of some skating game having that was an licensed after a Fire Emblem Royal GBA portrait. That was, I remember what post you're talking about. That was actually a snowboarding game. I want to say it was one of the Amped games for Xbox, Amped 3 maybe. Let me look, because I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Amped 3. me see if I can pull up on stream here. I found a screenshot of it. I'll need you. Yeah, look at that shit ass at it. Fucking grody too. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, I did remember that. Yeah, skateboarding aside. Oh man, I just realized that was using fucking Comic Sans as the font. That's crazy. Which I mean, so did Sonic Adventure 2, so. It's special anyway. Boss survival, good lord. I had no idea to set up boss rush mode. That kind of rules, actually. This game has great bosses. Missions. Its own set of VR mission kind of things. Those are always fun. A lot of other characters to choose from here. I just want to see what these look like. I'm not gonna like VR missions, alternative missions. Let's do some sneaking. I like when games do this. Like they just know they have like. Okay, first of all, this music goes crazy. That's fucking awesome. But also, they just know they have more gameplay they can fit into the main than they can fit into the main game, so they just drop some extra scenarios. I assume these were added to Substance, the version I'm playing, but maybe not. Hell yeah.
Jack, you're great.
You even get scored on him. Wonder how much faster I can do it. Not like that. I want to try and beat that default high score. I think I have an idea how you're supposed to do it.
Nice work.
Nice work. That enough? Sure was, baby. Abe top record code. Code can be viewed in the level selection screen. Interesting. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of these. I'm not going to make it like a whole stream of doing these, but I'm going to try a few more since the stream went a little short because I finished the main game. Control route is fixed.
work.
Nice. That top? Yeah. Gotta use those mechanics. Don't always just have to wait. If you can get people to move differently, you can... Cool. All moves. Like, that's the thing. These games, like... One thing that I think people are full of absolute shit for is when they say Kojima just makes movies. Like, he's like, oh, it's a game, they're all cutscenes. If you play any video game this man has ever directed, they're fucking video game-ass video games that they go out of their way to add more video game to because they couldn't fit enough video game in the video game. Like, this is true. Like, I mean, to be real, that criticism only really got big because of Metal Gear Solid 4 maybe going overboard on the cutscenes. Like, I haven't played it myself. I would know for sure. I've heard it's a bit much. But, like, beyond that, like, even Death Stranding, as much as it's, like, hey, perhaps, as much as it's the development of those games is, like, the most obvious example of, like Kojima, getting to pal around with Hollywood superstars as much as he wants. They're still video games in pretty unique ways, as far as I'm aware. Ah. Making use of intrusion, huh? Intrude these nuts.
Nice work.
Yeah, see, look how fucking cool this is. I do want to replay these games at some point on my own time, try and go for maybe higher difficulty, maybe just the same difficulty, but go for a better ranking. But these are definitely a good way to kind of get a handle on what you can and can't do. Lure the enemy to get yourself a route. Been doing that. Oh. I do like how, like, the stats in the background do start actually counting, like, retries and stuff. That was a bad idea, huh?
Is there somebody...
Yeah, just kind of brought him to me in a dead end. Not the best plan. I just go.
Nice work.
Hey, there you go. Try out some of the other types. Oh, and yeah, it's a ranking code even for these. Oops, wrong button. Forgot that circle is confirmed, so instead of X. It's really interesting that they stuck with that into the like PS2 games, even in these releases. Because it's not like these games ain't localized well. Oh, like the dialogue and voice acting and translation is all really good, so they did that on purpose. Or weapon mode. A bit of handgun training. All targets and head to the goal. Was that combo system? Huh? I remember to push the button down hard enough to fire. That's all 10.
Jack, you're great.
This wants us to be quick and accurate, so combo. I feel like the pattern's pretty fixed. I gotta get all those 500 if I want the real good grade.
Jack, you're great.
What do they have for blade training? That sounds funny. Barrel targets and head to the goal. Oh, why'd you crash? Kind of weird to hit with that thing.
Jack, you're great.
Let's see if I can get a little more accurate with this. That's more like it.
Nice work.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me that the whole right stick controlled blade was something they were already messing with here. It's also really funny, like, because people sometimes talk about, like, wondering what, quote-unquote Metal Gear Solid Rising would have been, the version that was supposedly in development before, like, you know, the game was handed off to Platinum and became Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That was, like, as far as I'm aware, that was basically not a game. Like, all they had was, like, you can cut everything, and you can control the sword with the stick. Like, that they didn't have a game around that. That's why they weren't able to, like, make that into a full game and eventually hand it off to Platinum and make it an action game. Like, that development was not going anywhere. Shoot some shit with the Stinger. You gotta know how to use the Stinger to deal with the rays at the end of the games. Interesting.
Jack, you're great.
The one target? Yes, I should have read that. It is indeed just one target. Missed a shot there. But yeah, you gotta lock on then aim up to get it through there. That's more like it.
Nice work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend really much more time on this. I might try, like, one other category. Oh, that's it. Look at the sneaking mode and eliminate all. This is a sneaking mission where you have to kill guys, huh? And you can tranquilize. You can tranquilize him.
Good work, Raiden.
All right, so. Ah, darn it. I probably want to just get the M9 a headshot with it.
Nice work.
No kill bonus is important on that one. I'll do one more of these, and I'll probably call it a night, even if it's a bit early, because, again, the game ended. It's 3 enemies this time.
Is there somebody there?
Ah, darn, too slow there. Actually, this gives me the chance to, like, test out something I'm curious about. Shit. Did not mean to just grab. This is definitely not the fastest way to do this, but...
Jack, you're great.
I need to see something. Okay, so choking someone out does kill them. That is a very silly thing to say out of context, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't like a knockout. But there's no kill bonus, so I killed those guys. Alright, so... Ah, too slow. Yeah, you want to go for the headshot. You can't just use the auto lock there. If you're using the track, I mean. That missed. I don't know how he didn't see me there, but... Once again, tripped up by the pressure-sensitive button thing. I remember, you actually gotta pull on that trigger to get him shot there. Oh. I did not switch to the non-lethal gun there. Shit. Not a ton of time to do this one, to get it, at least in a quick fashion, so... Really? Ah. I gotta make sure I'm facing the right way at first to get that quicker. Actually curious about something now. So this game still lets you move with the D-pad, but it makes you walk slow specifically, which I think is interesting. Can be a more reliable way to do that than just pushing the analog stick partially. I really missed that. That's... Vision mailed. Alright, that's all three. Taking a nap.
Nice work.
That was enough. Yeah, they really want you to use that tranquilizer gun, huh? Anyway, yeah, I think that's enough Metal Gear Solid 2. Enough of substance, you could say. There's a lot to do in this game, really, which I think is kind of neat. I'll have to check what the alternative missions are at some point. So it's got a separate save from the main game too. That's neat. Anyway, thank you all for coming. The game's neat. Had a hell of a time with it. I mean, neat is like understating it. That is a really fucking good game. Like, holy shit. Are any of my other friends streaming right now? Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. So yeah, I'll just call it a night here then. And thanks for everyone who showed up. I'm not sure what I'll do next. I don't think I'm going to go straight into 3 just yet. I'm going to think about a few other things, maybe some one-offs, or I'll just start a playthrough of something else. I do want to play 3 at some point, just not immediately. Alright. That's all I got. See you next time.